Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Nomi Factory, GTCEu hard mode. Alright, so here we are today in episode 81. Now last episode I believe I was making the drilling machine and it was taking a while, so I think I just said I would do it off camera. So since then I have since set this thing up and it is finished drilling. I had to give it a shit ton of drilling fluid. But it is also being powered again by our gas engines, and it did not take all that much power, actually. Look at that. Barely even... Actually, about 700 millibuck? Well... yeah, so those are the generators. So yes, about 700 millibuck, it's all it took. Anyway, yeah, so this thing had drilled up a shit ton of ores. And I'm going to go ahead and just teleport back home. We have quite a bit of ores that were dug up. And I've already kind of processed some of the salt, some of the rock salt, all that good stuff. But we got a lot of stuff here. Mica, lazurite, galena, cassiterite, redstone. So we're sitting pretty. We're sitting pretty. And speaking of salt, we have a good stock right now. We also have the crushed salt as well. And yeah, I think the only thing I really did off camera between episodes beyond the digger was that I put up I did a HV long rod factory. So, you know, the same thing that is handling our same type of machine that's handling all of our rods. I did a long factory set to forge hammer. In fact, if I can go over there, I think it's this one over here. This side? No, it's the other side. Oh, I need to put a floor down here. Yes, so here's a forge hammer factory. And yeah, so that's taking care of the forge hammer stuff. Now, I was told, or I was advised to try and get other machines like that. So I believe there was an assembling machine. Let's see, there's brewing machine, fermenter heater, centrifuge / thermal centrifuge, bath washer. Might use these for like ore processing, but may just end up doing the processing arrays. Extractors, cutting saw, lathe, distillation tower. So that's the thing. I was looking at this and I was wondering, because the bigger it gets, the more input buses it takes. So I'm wondering if this thing will like allow me to have different fluids going in and all of those fluid types being processed at once. So let's say I put in wood vinegar, oil, light oil, and some other fourth fluid. Is it going to do all of those recipes at once? Because if that's the case, it might be worth it to make this thing. You got the polarizer, you got the electrolysis. Wait. Yeah, the electrolysis plant. Polarizer. A lot of these machines, I don't know if you really have a batch need for them just yet. Large mixing vessels. I think it's a mixer. So like, oh, that's only that's a fixed size, so that won't go any bigger. Packaging machine, engraving, sifting, wire. We did that. Oh yeah, the big boy rotary hearth furnace. That's a thing that we won't be making very soon. The chiller. I think that's the same thing. I think that's really expensive. Yeah. Steam engine, circuit assembler. Oh yeah, so the circuit assembler. So this is basically like a big old assembler that we could do for yeah, circuit assembling. But this would need to be put into a clean room, so we would need to set up a whole other clean room and go from there. But I think that's about it there. Otherwise, I think I have a plan for what I want to do today. So uranium 238, I looked into this and I forgot. So I had this little view mode turned off, so I wasn't able to click into quests. So I wasn't able to see ahead of what we needed to do. However, if we go into this quest right here, it's saying that we're going to need to do uraninite processing. So uraninite will be put into a chemical reactor with fluorine and hydrofluoric to get uranium hexafluoride. And then that fluid will be separated into depleted and enriched uranium hexafluoride. The depleted will grant us the 238 that we need. With the while the enriched UF will grant 235. So the 235, oh goodness, 235 uranium, sorry, 238 is used in the EV field generator, because see here we need the uranium triplatinum. And let's see, uranium triplatinum, there we go. So yeah, platinum, of course, 3 parts, triplatinum, and the 238. So that's what we're up to right now. So I kind of did go ahead and start setting that up over here. So we have a chemical reactor right here, and then we have a centrifuge ready to be used there. Okay, so uraninite. I also started to drop uraninite into the ore processing, so that will probably get cooked up as we're, doing this episode. But I will be doing some manner of controlling on these machines. I always forget I can't put an item in the same spot that my remote terminal is in, because that just won't work. I think I will control this one by fluid and this one obviously by items. Okay. So do we have a, there we go. Oh, did it again. All right, so we need a face. I gotta figure out where that sound's coming from. I think it's a circuit assembler. It might be, yeah, there we go. Okay, it was the assembly machine. Go figure. Okay, so I didn't really get this completely set up, but enough that I'd be able to do some of the work off camera. And bada boom, bada boom, bada boom. All right, so there. Okay, that works. Oh, that's where that went. Well, that's convenient. Okay, so uranium. Oh, I didn't set up the input right. Okay, so now down here we're gonna need, I would say, a regulator MV. All right, and then we're gonna need a interface. Bing, bang, bada, boom. Okay, so what does the uraninite need again? I know it's hydrofluoric and fluorine or something like that. Well, what are the parts? Okay, so 2 parts fluorine, 4 parts hydrofluoric. So fluorine. Oh wait, first before I do anything. Oh right, I need the freaking. Okay, 2 parts fluorine. Filter. Bing bang. Right. Fluorine. Keep exact. There we go. 2 parts. And hydrofluoric. Oops. Hello. 4 parts. Okay. Now bing bang. LUR. Oh, LUL. There we go. And let's get that. Oh, get that turned off. Okay, so there we go. Now we have the uranium hexafluoride, and I'm going to need a tank. Crap. Okay. Tank. Oh, look at that. I already have one. Neat. Bus. Neat. Okay, so let's take that. And we need, interface. Output. Fluid. Oh, shoot, that is the that is a fluid emitter and not a item emitter. For some reason, I thought we needed the other one. Fluorine emitter, or fluid emitter, and what was that again? Uranium hexafluoride. Uranium hex. We'll say, we'll keep a bigger stock of this. So we'll say something like 8 buckets. Okay, and then put that there. Not that. Okay. Oh, and we need to put this up there. Perfect. Now, we'll grab fluid, hit on home, teleport down. Okay. Stick you there, and you should be filling up. Where's there it is. Okay. So we got that going for us. Can I go back? Yes. All right. So that is cooking. Now for the centrifuge, we don't really need a big regulator, so we'll go with the simple one. And there you are. Oh, I didn't grab the regulator. Ha ha, silly me. Okay. Bing bing bada boom. Hexafluoride. Uranium hexafluoride. Import, keep exact. Okay, I think that's gonna be fine. And there we go. That's cooking. Turn that down. Okay. So how do I want to control this? Because we're getting 2 byproducts here. I wish I really could do like an AND gate or something. Easily. Emit. I don't think there's that functionality with AE2. Well, no, it would be, I think. What you could, it would be really complicated. Not really complicated. It would be complicated in the sense that I would need to put this machine elsewhere on its own. And what I would do is probably have a NOT gate or an AND gate and have 2 level emitters, one emitting for one fluid and the other for the other fluid into the air gate, and then output a signal to stop the machine. But that's a bit complicated there. So what I'll just do probably is do a level emitter for this. And do something like, I don't know, 238. Or I mean, 512 of 238. And we're also going to need another freaking set of tanks, of course. That output. So we have the depleted and the enriched. Okay, so let's get 2 more tanks. 2 more bus. And why did I have a second chemical reactor? I don't know. Anyway. Put some of this away. I don't need that. Okay, so all right, tank and the bus. So there's a buses. Do we have the tank yet? We have 1 tank. And waiting on the other tank. So all of this. Well, actually, no. Let me back up there. What I also want to do today is get into nuclear craft enough that we can get the controller block. Because that is also one ingredient of the tier 5 microminer, and the tier 5 microminer itself is going to open up some doors for us. So as you can see here, we got a lot of stuff. Bastnasite, Realgar, Palladium, Uraninite, Sphalerite, Monazite, Enderpearl, Molybdenite, Boron. There's this dust right here, item right here. I know that's useful later. I think that's iridium and osmium. Yep, osmium, iridium, beryllium, and fluorite. And then down here we have whatever the heck this is, snow chestite and camanite. I don't know. We'll probably be needing that later, but I am not sure. But a lot of good stuff here. Pearls for 1, and osmium and iridium. What does the 6 miner do for us? Eggs. sheldonite, more of that ore, uraninite for some reason. Okay, so yeah, a lot of other stuff that we can also be getting, but where is that tank? Okay, it's still making the buell. Oh, just give me a second here. The monocrystalline. That is the one that takes forever, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, while that cooks, let me just grab then some of those fluids. So we'll grab the depleted. And we'll drop down here. There we go. And lock. I'm curious. What did I leave the EBF on that handles the monobules? Honestly, I could probably upgrade it, but it's on HV right now. So yeah, I could definitely upgrade that. Probably knock it up to IV and get that drop to about let's see, 2225 divided by 2, about a minute. But again, I need to double check what is actually being used. Oh, the wafer tank. Let me see something here. Tank 1 I. So the tank can be made with the microprocessors, and the microprocessors CPU. Technically, we can make the CPU wafers with the glowstone stuff that we have. Yeah, I'll have to look at that later. This should be done shortly. And yeah, I can already see that we're using the orange circuits, so that will be fixable. In fact, let me just do this. Let me just go ahead and just take out that tank recipe. Did I make 2 of these? I guess it did. That's surprising because I never realized that it could coexist, or those patterns could didn't realize that duplicate patterns could coexist like that in terminal, or in AE2 rather. Okay, well, no big deal. Put that back in. All right, so let's go back to where we were with towers. And we will grab the other fluid if I remember. Oh yeah, over here. Bing bang bada boom. Go back home. All right. And that should be good. And no, not that. There we go. Okay. All right, so that should be going. Now, as far as the depleted fuel or fluid, we're going to need an electrolyzer. I don't know why I keep saying electrolyzer. So electrolyzer, and we'll get the dust, and we'll get some fluorine back. Okay, so let's go electrolyzer. And I'm kind of sticking with the MV because it's kind of cheaper that way. I think our power situation is good for the time being. We have 2 combustion engines that are running at LUV power, and the gas is keeping up all right for the time being. I will be implementing the auto maintenance hatch for some of my more important machines gradually. Okay, so we have that. So we're gonna need 2 fluid buses and an item bus. And I think that's all we need. I don't think we're limiting anything, although I do need to put a regulator on, I suppose. Okay, so get that. And that and that. Oh, I do need a conveyor at that point. Okay, put that there. And a regulator, don't even need a big one. Now in here, we ought to put our depleted. I'll probably be doing this for the other fluid too, so. And bing bang bada boom, import, keep exact. I think 2000 is fine. Actually, do we even need that much? No, we need one. There. Okay, so we have the fluorine, which we need to eject. And there we go. There's our dust. We will get that muted. And there we go. Wait, what is it? Hello? Did I not put the... There we go. Okay, so now that is going. That it will be turning all of our fluid into the dust. And eventually that should jam up this machine to stop. Okay, so the 238 dust. Again, we're going to need a mixer, and it looks like we're going to need a 4 mixer at IV or better. Okay, so mixer again. Get rid of that. Now, do we have... How much platinum are we at? Okay, we got a decent amount. All right, so number 4... well, okay, we need another mixer then. All right, so I'll just go IV mixer. Why not? What's that over there? Okay, we don't need that. Pattern. There we go. Okay, I don't think we needed any fluid. No. Okay, so we don't need that. Cool. That, however, is going to take some time. All right, so segue. Before the episode started, I set up a pattern for yttrium barium cuprate because we're going to be needing this to get into nuclear craft to get the controller, essentially. We might be doing NC power, but I'm not sure. So anyways, yttrium barium cuprate. This dust, or this ingot rather, is made with yttrium, which we have, barium, or I mean, we have all of this, of course, but yttrium we've dealt with before, barium and copper and oxygen. So we get that, and that gets blast furnace, and then chilled. Okay, so we grab that yttrium. Okay. And put that back in there. Now, next step would be to make the platings. So we need advanced plating. So we need steel double plates can be augmented with tungsten plates and tough alloy to make a basic. What? Okay. Wait, what was it called again? Advanced plating. Advanced plating. Okay, so we have the ingots here. I know that, but we don't have the plates. We don't have the basic plating. So that shouldn't be a big deal either way. Okay, right, yeah, we still need the plates. Bender. There we are. And times 4 because of our machine. Plates. Plate. There we go. Now, cool. So we need just a 1 for the quest. That is cooking right up. Bingo bongo. Oh. Hey. Okay, now we can get the reactor. Oh, shit. Okay, that's not a big deal, actually. I'll just make the block at least for the... what? Reactor? Hello? What's it called again? Oh, controller. Okay. Now, we're probably going to be having to do some manner of nuclear reacting because of the byproducts that we're going to be getting from it and be needing. Okay. So we will get the controller block at least today. There's a mixer. Let's go set that up while we wait for the controller to finish crafting. I should have teleported, but whatever. All in all, I gotta say, I'm really digging how extensive this pack or how much more in depth this pack is, or not even in depth, but I mean it's more involved than the other versions of Nomi Factory / Omnifactory. Well, I guess in this case, Nomi Factory, because that is what it was based off of. Not having, not having the ability to just spam dynamos is pretty cool. And there's a machine around here, I know. I don't remember what kind of machine it was. Okay, anyway, damn it, I hate how the T button does that. Integrated circuit, cool, we already had one. We'll send that to 4 and get a knife. IV number 4 mixer, bingo bongo. Okay, so that should be good to go. Let's get the mix. No, what am I doing? The tri-platinum. Go. Tri-platinum. Oh, well, it's back in our system now, so can't do much about that. Tri-platinum. Sweet. So there's no request for this as far as I'm aware, but now that we have this, we will be able to blast furnace it into the ingot form, and then from there we can bend it to our will. As far as the other thing that we were doing, the controller, still not done yet. Oh, there it is. Hey, we did it. Okay, so with that out of the way, what is next for the tier 5 microminer? Okay, so we need the generator. I don't think that's gonna be too difficult. No, not at all. What was the other thing? The thrusters, yeah, not a big deal there either. Port, not wait. How do you go back? Okay, the port, the fission, the reactor casing seem to be the basic plating with tungsten steel, so that's gonna be costly. But beyond that, I think we're good to go on making these, and that's gonna be made in a INI assembler. Okay, in that case, the tri-platinum needs to be made with helium, which I think we can just stick into the EBF somewhere over there. So let's get that patterned. Let's do tri-plat. Bing bang. Where is it? There we go. Get rid of that, and then get that in there. Save. If I'm not mistaken, this one right here. That has the helium and the argon in there. That has the out. And oh, I need a face. Hey, look at that, I already have one made. Okay, put that in, and I do need to change something. Okay. Okay, so that should be good to go. So if I were to request up some tri-platinum, actually, before I do that, the generator. Fill generator. We need the 4. And then we need that wire mill. 4. Okay, so wire and wall. And then field generator. That can be, wait. Nope, wrong, not that. There we go. That can be in an assembler. Assembler empty. I think we should be able to make that. Sweet. Okay, so you know what? How long is that gonna take? Yeah, are we even gonna be able to make this ingot? Yes, it looks like it. It's just gonna take about 18 seconds per. Yeah, okay. So that shouldn't be too terrible, but you know what? For now, I will just use this as the episode title or video. Okay, so yeah, we're moving right along. Next episode, we'll be working on finishing up the Tier 5 reactor craft, which we really don't have much else to do beyond the port, the guidance system, and the thruster. And just to remind myself, that will be not used for Naquadah. So what do you get? How do you make Naquadah? Naquadah hydroxide, you say? But dust. What does the quest book say about Naquadah? I think I looked at this up before, and it was like some involved sequence or process or something. Naquadah dust. There we go. Naquadah processing. The third type of materials you need from processing Naquadah and wait, what? It's trinium. Second is by combining Naquadah. Wait, how do you get Naquadah? That's the question. Oh, here we go. Naquadah. First processing, you will need erothium and petrothium to separate into Naquadah oxide, and neocrylite as the electrolyte to get the Naquadah out. Naquadah oxide. Wait, hold on, what? Naquadah oxide arrow solution? Oh wow, this is a whole thing. And then you electrolyze it with ruthenium rod. Ooh, okay, well that's a whole process. We'll get to that later. Anyways, I am gonna log out for now, and I'll see you guys next time. That's all for now.